In this module, we will be covering reviewing enrollments in HMIS. Entry Assessment Checklist. The entry assessment is intended to be completed by all project types for the point in time count. This would include emergency shelters, transitional housing, and safe havens. The clients enrolled in these projects should be verified to ensure that the client demographic matches the target population of the project. The clients enrolled are required to have at least the demographics, chronic homelessness, veteran status, and disability assessment questions completed. In this section, we will go over how to review your client's enrollment data to ensure that it's accurate for the point in time count. The client that we have on screen here is currently enrolled in our All Chicago Emergency Shelter project. This client is intended to be included in our point in time count. So the first thing that we want to do, since we're here on the client summary page, is identify if our client's U.S. military veteran status has been completed. In this case, we do have an answer here, but if it was not completed, we will want to navigate to the client profile and click on the pencil next to the client record. Within the client record, we can update the U.S. military veterans status to either yes or no. Also within this section, we do have the Social Security number and Social Security number data quality. This is not required for the point in time count, but should be completed during your normal enrollment process. Now we want to navigate to the actual enrollment to view the assessment. To do that, we'll find our project that our client is enrolled in. We're going to click on the pencil next to the project start date. And we're going to click Save and Continue. From here, we want to make sure a couple of things are completed. First, we want to make sure that our client has a relationship to head of household completed. If it's a household with multiple household members, each member should have a status that matches their status within the household. So in this case, since we have a single client, our client will always be self. The client location for our client would be Illinois 510. And we want to make sure that our demographic data is completed. So we want to make sure our client has a date of birth. So in this case, I'm just going to choose 001 1982 and full date completed. For the primary race, we want to make sure that we have these selected. So whatever matches our client's choice, we'll put that here. Gender, so again, whatever our client identifies as, we'll select that here. Okay. The second part that needs to be completed is the the prior living situation, which would calculate the chronic homelessness status for the client. So we want to make sure that the housing status is completed if our client is still homeless, where they're staying. So if it's an emergency shelter project and they're staying at the shelter that night, we're going to choose emergency shelter. The approximate date homelessness started, let's just say the beginning of 2021. How many nights? We're going to say 4 more. And the total number of months on the streets, we're going to say more than 12 months. So this would take care of our chronic homelessness status, is making sure that these questions are completed. Next, we want to navigate to the disability section. So within our disability section, we want to make sure that the HUD verification is complete. And we also want to make sure that we add in any disability information that our client currently is experiencing. So in this case, I've indicated that our client has a physical disability. We want to make sure that this answer, the disability is determined, is yes, and we have a start date. When completing the HUD verification, we want to make sure that the additional answers that we did not choose, all are selected no. Once that's completed, our HUD verification should turn from a red triangle to a green check mark. Although these are the only things that are required uh, for the point in time count, any question that's bolded should be completed through your normal enrollment process.